Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a Q&A. I asked y'all on Instagram to ask me whatever questions you want. It could be about anything going on in my life or like anything that you want to know. And so I'm going to go ahead and answer all of those questions for you. But before we get started, I did want to thank Bubble Cash for sponsoring today's video. This video is advertised by Bubble Cash. So if you guys haven't heard of Bubble Cash before, it's a really fun game that you can play on your phone. And they are actually having a special Christmas super prize raffle going on right now. It's actually between December 17th through December 27th. This is actually the biggest raffle ever where you can win money can't buy prizes, and the game is skill based. So everyone receives the same deck and board and everyone has the same chance to win. So the competition is available to all players in the US, and the more you play, the more you increase your chance to win. You guys, these prize packages are insane. There are 5 different packages that you can win, and 3 of them are actual Vegas experiences and come with flights, hotel stays, 5-star dinners, just like some amazing performances by Katy Perry, Billy Joel, Carrie Underwood, just some really amazing prizes. So for example, just so you guys have an idea of like what the first place prize package is, you win a trip to Las Vegas. You get to see Katy Perry perform. It includes flights. You get 3 nights stay in a 5-star hotel, pre-show drinks, red carpet photo option, and row 1 to 4 seating. So like, what an amazing experience. It would be so awesome to win something like that. And again, second place and third place prize packages also include Las Vegas experiences and just seeing some amazing artists play. You can see your gifts at the bottom right there, and then your completed tournaments, and then you can shop right here. You can easily download the app on your phone, and I'm going to put a link down below in the description bar where you can click it, download it, and start playing right away. But yeah, it's actually a very fun game, and I just think the prizes are so amazing. Thank you again to Bubble Cash for sponsoring today's video. Okay guys, so I am actually filming this a few days later. I planned on filming it later that night, and I came down with what I think is a sinus infection. I'm just now finally getting over it, but it was rough for a few days there, and I just wasn't able to film or do anything really. But now that I'm feeling better, I wanted to go ahead and do this Q&A for you guys. So we're just gonna jump right in. I have all of my questions right here. I'm just going to answer this question first because I already know that I have a ton of them. But do you know if you're having a boy or a girl? I am pregnant with my 3rd baby if you're new here, by the way. So do you know if you're having a boy or a girl, and will you be doing a gender reveal? So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I am going to be doing a gender reveal. We already know what the gender is. We actually found out at 8 weeks when I did the early sneak peek test. And so we found out that. So we've known for a while what gender we're having. I just haven't revealed it to you guys yet. And actually last week I had planned to do a YouTube video reveal as well as something for Instagram too. And then that's when I started feeling down. So I just wasn't able to film what I wanted to. So I'm hoping in the next few days I can finally film that and hopefully get that up soon for you guys. Because my plan was definitely to get it up before the new year. So that is the plan. Hopefully y'all will know really soon. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram as well. What is your favorite part about the house that you're going to build? So excited for that. So if you don't know, my husband and I are going to be building a house on about 4 acres of land. We're not sure exactly when we're going to start building. But we do already have like our house plans and everything. They're completely customized house plans that we actually came up with. We took a bunch of different house plans that we found online and kind of like put together the parts that we loved, tweaked them, sent them to an architect to look over, and so we pretty much have our house plans finalized. We're still kind of working on the outside, like exterior of the house, but for the most part, like we know what it's going to look like. And I'm really excited for all of it. I think my favorite part about the house, oh my gosh, there's so many. I really honestly wanted like one of those wine cellars. Like you see them on Pinterest all the time, or if you follow a lot of like home decor accounts on Instagram, like those wine cellars with like the clear doors that are like in the middle of a room or like hidden under the stairs or whatever. I really, really wanted one of those, but I don't think I can talk Alex into it. He's just like not about it. But I think that would be so cool. But anyway, I think my favorite part of the house, let me think. I honestly have so many, you guys. One thing that's like sticking out in my mind, besides like the kitchen and like the living room area, because it's really cool. We're gonna have a screened-in porch, which is gonna have like the vaulted ceiling. And I think I'm gonna like live in there constantly. And then also our walk-in closet is gonna have a door to our laundry room because they're side by side. And I think that is just gonna be amazing to be able to literally walk into the laundry room from your closet with all your clothes and then bring them back and forth. It's just gonna be so convenient. So I'm really excited about that too. Also the gym, we're gonna have like a pretty huge gym that I cannot wait to work out in and put all of our equipment, and it's gonna have tons of windows to like look outside. So I'm really excited for that too. So there's like a lot of, in my office, there's like a lot of exciting things that I cannot wait for. Would you ever drive a minivan? Absolutely. My parents had a minivan when I was in high school. That's actually the car that I learned to drive in. It was like a gold, like old school minivan. I forget the make of it, but I mean, I didn't drive too much in high school, honestly, but when I did, I would use the minivan, and it was very easy to drive. And I feel like when you have a ton of kids, like why not? It's like a big car. You can fit everything you need to in it. No shame in the minivan at all. Favorite perfume? I haven't worn perfume in quite a while, but when I do, I usually grab my Dime Beauty perfume. The Seven Summers and the Malibu Nights are my two favorite perfumes that I own right now. What kind of parenting style do you and your husband have? I feel like for the most part, Alex and I are like pretty chill with our parenting style. Alex definitely is like someone who's completely open and honest with our kids. So like if Cam asks him a question, he gives him the 100% honest answer. A lot of the time, like when you're raising kids, you're like, oh, you know, you're too young for that, or like you try to explain it in a different way for like a kid, I guess, to understand. But Alex will like he's done this ever since Cam was a baby, especially, and Quentin, but like he'll full on just like, it's like as if he's talking to an adult, and he'll just tell him the honest 100% truth, which I really appreciate. I myself don't really do that. Like I'll kind of put it more in like a kid's version, or like if it's something that maybe I don't want to like talk to them about at this time, I'll just tell them a little bit and be like, you know, we'll save some more for later on when I can explain it better to you. But Alex just always is just like full on 100% explains everything with detail. And I think it's actually a great thing to do because like they learn that way. Like Cam knows so much. It's incredible. And you'll be surprised at what kids fully understand. Like kids are smart. Like they can understand it. I feel like when I grew up, a lot of the time I would ask like my dad a question and he'd be like, oh, I'll tell you when you're older. And I think a lot of parents say that, or at least used to say it when I was younger. But I think it's important just to go ahead and tell them what they want to know and teach them. So yeah, I would probably say that. And then we are both pretty chill, but we're strict on certain things. How many kids do you want, and how many kids does Alex want? So it's funny. Alex always said he wanted 4 kids. He's one of 4, and he always has said that he thinks 4 kids would be great. And I was always about like, oh, I think 3 would be great. I'm one of 3. And I'm like, but I would consider 4. And so I am pregnant with my 3rd, and I guess we'll just kind of see how the 3rd goes and then decide then if we want a 4th, but we might be totally fine with just the 3. Because for me, like 2 is a lot. 2 is a handful. So I know 3 is going to be obviously crazy, but I think it just depends, you know, like if we feel like we're good with 3, then we're good with 3. If we feel like we want another one, then we might go for 4. But I've always said like no more than 4. 4 is definitely it. Like I don't think I'd be able to handle 5 kids. If it were to happen, then fine. Like we can do it, but I definitely would like to stop at 4. Would you rather have all girls or have all boys? I personally, I mean, I have 2 boys right now. I would rather have all boys than all girls. I've always said that if I were to have a girl, I would just want 1 girl. Because I feel like girls are catty and they, like, especially sisters, can like fight a lot. And just boys, I don't know, I just feel like boys get along better. But I'm already a boy mom to 2, so it's just easy for me to be like, oh, all boys for sure. Like I'm used to boys. So I would say all boys. Favorite One Tree Hill character and least favorite One Tree Hill character. Can't say Dan. Okay, that's gonna be hard. I'm on season 2, so I've seen One Tree Hill. I actually never finished the full series. I watched it in high school and then in college, and then once they like grew up and got older and a lot of like the main cast wasn't on the show anymore, I think I got like uninterested and I stopped watching it. So I never finished the full series. But I used to be obsessed with One Tree Hill. I used to go see them in concert when like Tyler Hilton and Bethany Joy Lenz would like go on tour and sing. I saw them in DC. So I used to be a huge One Tree Hill fan. And my girlfriend Brittany, my roommate in college, and we were obsessed. We would watch it every single day. And she would call me B. Davis and I would call her P. Sawyer. We still do. It's like our nicknames for each other. So big One Tree Hill fan. Okay. Good night, honey. Good night, honey. Take out his hairband too. So yeah, it's on Hulu right now, and I decided to go ahead and start watching it again because I haven't seen it in forever, and I want to finish the series this time. So I'm on season 2, and okay, so my favorite One Tree Hill character. Okay, it used to be Luke. I was obsessed with Luke, and now that I'm rewatching it, I don't like Luke. I like Nathan a lot more than Luke, which is so surprising because when I watched it back then, I was like, oh my god, Luke is like the hottest thing. I was obsessed with Chad Michael Murray, and I just never really thought like Nathan was that great, but now my taste has completely switched. I think Luke is, especially in the first season when he's got that weird hair, I just can't. I'm like, what is with the hair? And I never noticed that. It's bizarre. And he's just like kind of like whiny and like, I don't know. I'm just like not really a fan of Lucas anymore. But I do really like Nathan. But anyway, my favorite character I would say is Brooke. It's always been Brooke. I love her. Love her character. She's just fun and like spunky and like cute and pretty, and I love Brooke. So favorite character is Brooke, and then least favorite character I would say Dan, but apparently I'm not allowed to say Dan. So I'm gonna say Nikki right now. I don't know how far she gets in the seasons, but she is the baby mama of I can't remember his name, one of the basketball players who has the baby, and for some reason I'm blanking out on his name, but anyway, Nikki, I would say right now is my least favorite character. All right, what brought y'all to Charlotte, North Carolina, and do you love it here? Love you. I love you too, Bailey. So Bailey's one of my girlfriends that I met. We actually haven't met up yet in person, but she's one of my Instagram girls that I met who lives in Charlotte. And so what brought us to Charlotte is, well, so we used to live in Bethesda, Maryland, right outside of DC. Lived there our whole lives. Did go away for college, but came back. It's where our families are from and all of that. And then we decided, once the pandemic started and we were like trapped in our houses, we decided we didn't want to be here. And we wanted to go south, and I just feel like it is like one of the best choices aside from moving away from our family. Obviously that was very hard and still is hard, but other than that, like, we absolutely love it here. Just like the southern living, the whole lifestyle is different here than it was back in Maryland. And growing up, Maryland was a lot different. Bethesda, Maryland was a lot different than it is now. I feel like it's crazy there now, and we just did not want to raise our kids in an area like that. The schools are much different. What they're teaching is different. Yeah, especially just with the pandemic and all of their crazy rules and like lockdowns and mandates and everything that they're doing there. I'm so happy that we are not there and that we don't have to raise our children there anymore. It is much freer living in North Carolina. We just like the way they are around here. We like the way they live. They've got their family values down, family traditions, just, it's a very family oriented, family friendly place, especially the area that we live in Charlotte. And we just feel like our kids are making some like really great lifelong friends already. All of our neighbors are amazing. Everyone's just so friendly here, and you feel like you can breathe, and you can live your life freely, and you can't do that, unfortunately, back from, Bethesda, Maryland, where we used to live. It has gotten out of control, and we just didn't want to be there anymore. And both Alex and I work from home, and so we really could have gone anywhere, and I've always loved the South. I went to school in High Point, North Carolina, which is only a few hours away from here, and I've just always loved North Carolina. And Charlotte is a big financial district. You guys know that Alex is in the finance, like business and world, and so he just thought it would be a good opportunity to live around here as well. So we just moved, and we don't have we moved without having any family or friends around here, really. But we've met a ton of amazing people, so we just feel really grateful and blessed that we are here. We don't regret it at all. We wouldn't change a thing, honestly, besides like if we would change our families living here, like that would be awesome. But other than that, it has been great for us and for our kids. What did you get your degree in when you went to college? Communication studies. I went to High Point University. I was undecided. I transferred to West Virginia University. That's where I graduated with a communications degree. Have your political opinions drastically changed in the last 2 to 3 years? No. My political opinions have not drastically changed in the last 2 to 3 years. They changed, I would say, probably like 10 years ago. Yeah. But in the last 2 to 3 years, they have definitely grown stronger to what I believe in more than anything, but they haven't changed. I've just seen a lot more than I had previously, which I think a lot of people can say the same. So they are still the same, but 10 years ago they changed. Growing up, and I think I've said this before, like we never talked politics. We just didn't. It was not something that we talked about growing up, ever. And so when I was in high school, I kind of just went along with whatever my friends said. Because I was like, okay, well, that's how it is. That's how it is. So I didn't really know what I was talking about in high school at all. I still wasn't very political at all. But I just kind of followed the crowd with politics because I didn't really know anything about them. Same in college. I just kind of like went along with whatever I had thought in high school that my friends told me. And then finally, once I was out of college, I finally learned more about politics, both on the left side and on the right side. And then I decided what I believed was right, what aligned with my beliefs and my opinions and all of that. And I decided, wait a minute, I've been on the wrong side this whole time because that's just not how I think, and that's not what I believe. And so since about 10, maybe even a little over 10 years ago, my political beliefs did completely, or my political opinions did completely change, and since then they've been the same. Are you taking more precautions against catching COVID now that you're pregnant? I'm doing the same thing I've been doing. I don't really wear a mask. You don't need to wear a mask here. I don't wear a mask. I don't like covering my face. I can't breathe. And I like breathing the fresh air, honestly. So
I'm not really taking any more precautions. I'm just doing things that I've always done, like washing my hands after I go outside, before I eat, things like that. The most important thing to do is take care of your immune system and build a healthy immune system. Take your vitamins, make sure you're exercising, make sure you're eating healthy, make sure you're drinking plenty of water, make sure you're getting a lot of vitamin D, go out in the sun, do things to boost your immune system. That is the most important thing that you can do to try and fight off COVID or not catch COVID or get your body to kind of just like, you know, make it so that if you do get COVID, you don't have horrible symptoms, or you get over it pretty quickly. That's what you can do, is take care of your body and your health and build up your immune system. So that's what I'm doing. Can you share baby names? Sure. I'm going to go into my baby names list, and I will share some baby names. I will share girl and boy baby names that we're not using, obviously. For girls, I have Willow, I have Demi, I have Harlan. Some of these are older too that I had on my list from before that I just kept on here. Sadie, Mila. I've always loved the name Ava, but I know it's very like popular now, and like I feel like it's overused, but I just think it's such a beautiful name. I love the name Brighton. I've said that before, but that is one of my favorite girl names, Brighton. I love the name Layton, and I love the name Vienna, and yeah, so I think those are the ones I'm going to share with you guys. And then as for boys, I really like the name Madden, Peyton for a boy. I like it for a girl too, but I really like it for a boy. Wilder, Rowan. I love the name Rowan. And yeah, so those are some of the boy names, some of the girl names that I love. And Alex likes most of those. Some of them he's not crazy about, but most of them I think he liked. Did you decide which leggings you like? I'm waiting for your recommendation. So the maternity leggings, I'm still planning on going to Lululemon and trying their Align leggings. I just haven't had a chance to yet, but I still plan to do that. But in the meantime, I bought these Isabel Maternity by Ingrid and Isabel leggings from Target, and I got them in the gray because I couldn't find them in black. But they're just like cotton stretchy leggings. There's like nothing that cuts into you, which I love. Okay, here's the front. This is what they look like. I haven't tried them on yet, but they feel just super stretchy and really soft. And I just love that they're like cotton. I feel like cotton's super comfortable. And I got a small, and so I will let y'all know how I like these, but this is what I have so far, just like these gray maternity leggings. They're the only ones that I have so far. And again, I will definitely keep you updated when I do try the Lululemon ones, and there's a couple other ones. I was gonna order the Fabletics as well as there was another company I was gonna order too. I don't remember, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated. But for now, these were not expensive. They had good reviews. A lot of people actually recommended the Isabel Maternity from Target, and I know I've worn them before. I think I wore them with Quentin's pregnancy as well. I had the black ones. I wish I could find them, but I'll keep you guys updated for sure. Can you go over the clomid process? Sure. I have taken clomid with 2 out of 4 of my pregnancies. So I am pregnant with my 3rd child, but I did have a miscarriage over the summer, and I got pregnant without clomid for that pregnancy as well. So for this one and for that one, I did not take clomid, but for my 2 first pregnancies with both my boys, I took clomid. And clomid is a drug that helps you ovulate. So if you don't ovulate like normally or at all or anything like that, definitely talk to your OB about possibly getting on clomid or trying it out. And so I've always taken 50 milligrams, which is like the starting dose. You take it once you get your period. You take it on day. You can take it a few different ways. Usually I would take it from days 3 to 7, I think. So it's 5 pills. You take it every day for 5 days, 1 pill a day. And I would take it starting on day 3 of your period to day 7. And that's 5 days. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then that's it. And then you start tracking, I think, on day 10, you start tracking your ovulation with the ovulation sticks or whatever. Or you don't have to. I think my OB actually never recommended even using ovulation strips, but I always like to do that. I think they say that you start having sex on day 10 every other day. For, I don't remember exactly how many days, but for a certain amount of days. But clomid has always worked for me, usually the second round. So I would take it the first round and nothing would happen. We would try and I would get pregnant, and then I would take it again and I would get pregnant. And that happened with my first son, that happened with my second son too. So it took 2 rounds. So don't give up. If you try clomid and it doesn't work the first round, do not give up. Sometimes I think it just takes your body a little bit to get warmed up to it. Just try it again. Some OBs recommend to try it 3 times before even moving the dose up to like 100 milligrams, but sometimes you need a higher dose too. So definitely don't give up if you try it and it doesn't work. Just try it again, talk to your OB about other things that you can do if you can move up your dose. I know that I think the higher that you do move up the dose though, the more chances you have of getting pregnant with multiples, so just keep that in mind. How did you end up getting pregnant without clomid? Were you able to track your cycle or it just happened randomly? With the miscarriage over the summer, it happened completely randomly. I was shocked that I got pregnant on my own without taking clomid. Like, we weren't even really trying. It just happened. And then with this pregnancy, we were trying. Like, I was tracking it with ovulation tests, but I didn't take clomid. I decided since I was able to get pregnant on my own without clomid over the summer, then let me try again to get pregnant on my own without clomid this time. And it happened the first time we tried, which was also very, very shocking to me. I think it had to do with my diet. I've been doing, well, not right now, but I was doing the keto diet ever since like February or March. And I heard that can really help with fertility. So, and I didn't even do it for fertility reasons. I did it because I just wanted to try it. I heard that it can really help you feel better, get your energy up, and I was trying to lose some fat. And so I just always ate so many carbs, and I know like I overloaded on carbs, and I know they make you tired and all that. So I was like, let me try out this keto diet, and I ended up really liking it. Like, it wasn't hard for me to do. And so I think that is actually what helped me get pregnant without clomid. All right, favorite diaper bag and baby monitor. I don't have a favorite baby monitor. If you can recommend one to me, that would be amazing. Please leave in the comments down below your favorite baby monitor. I'm not big on the smart baby monitors where it connects to your phone and you can see like the baby in your phone, just because I feel like people could hack into those and it just makes me really nervous. So I just like the old school, regular old baby monitors. But if you could recommend one for me, that'd be great. And then my favorite diaper bag for sure is the LULI Baby. I've got so many of them. They're just like so nice and big. You can fit so much into them, but they're still like, they're not crazy big. Like, they still look really cute when you wear them. You can wear them on your backs. You can wear them on your shoulder. You can tie them up to your stroller. There's just so many different ways to wear them. And I love them. I think they're just so roomy and they hold a lot. So I would say LULI BEBE. And I do have a code. I think it's just Liza, or it might be Liza 25, like 25% off. It's always linked down below in the description if you guys want to check them out. And they have smaller ones too. The smaller ones are really cute. So if you have just like a toddler and you just need to throw a few things in there, I would recommend getting the smaller one. But if you have like 2 or more kids, or like a baby that you always need a ton of things when you bring a baby with you anywhere, I would get the bigger one. Favorite red wine. Well, I can't have red wine right now, but my favorite red wine is definitely the Snoop wine. It's the 19 Crimes Snoop Cali Red blend. So good. I think I answered enough questions. Honestly, a ton of them were just asking about the gender. I'm sorry, I know you guys really, really want to know the gender, and I promise it will be up as soon as possible. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the video after this one. It just depends on when I can get that up, because I've been feeling very crummy. It was hard for me. It was hard for me to get ready to film this, but I wanted to get this out for you guys. So I'm trying my best to film the gender reveals. Just make sure that you subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram, because I'm going to be announcing then to I'm going to be announcing on Instagram too, so make sure to follow me on Instagram as well. And I don't know which one I'm going to be putting up first, but I will let you guys know as soon as I can, I promise. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.